Video journal entry number 4. For this entry, I wanted to talk about how the differences between American and European society from what I've seen, and specifically, I want to talk about the overall demeanor that people interact with each other that they have. From what I've seen, American culture is actually a lot more warm and inviting, maybe effervescent, than Lithuanian culture. For example, here people don't really look you in the eyes. They walk by you and they just look straight ahead. On the bus, look straight ahead. In class, look straight ahead. And even a primary example of this is when you're in the supermarket and you buy something. Then, after you purchase and you've given them your money, when they give you your money back, they don't make any physical contact. They put it in a tray, and then you have to grab the money. And a few times I put out my hand for them to put it, and they just ignore me and they put it in the tray. So it's very, kind of hands-off. Another example I can think of is when I was in the bus, and the bus came to a sudden stop, and an old lady fell down backwards on the ground, and her feet went up in the air. And I kind of froze up, like, oh my gosh, what should I do? And no one else on the bus did anything. They just sat there, looking straight ahead. And then I paused for a few seconds, and I went over to help the old lady, and I put, my hand out, like, oh, can I help you? Can I help you? And she looked at me with a very stern look and, like, kind of batted my hands away. So this was surprising for me. And I experienced the same thing kind of when I was in Paris. It seems to be very, a very, like, every man for themselves type of society. You just do your own business and you don't bother anyone else. And the last example that I have is when I first arrived here in Vilnius and we went to get our pictures taken. I went to the photo booth and they snapped my photo for my card, and I smiled, like typical. It wasn't a ridiculous smile, it was just like, whatever. And then I got my card back and I saw it, and okay, it was fine. And I showed it to my mentor and she started laughing. And I asked her what she was laughing about, and she said, I'm laughing because you're smiling, like that looks ridiculous. And okay, I didn't understand. And later that week I showed it to a few more people as we were saying, hey, did you get your phone card? Did you get your bus card? Did you get your ID card? And when I showed them my ID card, every time I got the same response. They all started laughing because they thought it was so funny that I would smile in a picture. And when I got the chance to look at everyone else's pictures, everyone is always serious. And this is just kind of what's expected. The only exception to this that I've seen is in the Portuguese culture. Two of my best friends here were Portuguese, and always it's very warm. A lot of bodily contact. Put their arms around you, like, hey, how are you? They see you, they give you kisses and put their hand on the back of your neck. A lot of like brotherly love, blah blah blah. So that was kind of cool to see. But aside from that, a lot of the other cultures that I've seen, especially the Lithuanian culture, seem to be a little bit more reserved with that kind of stuff.